And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to race number 5 of the 2023 PCSRA Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Coming off what was a very interesting, even though it was kind of a wreck fest at Phoenix International Raceway, we're getting set for the Production Alliance Group 300, and my lunch is already done. Yay. 1 second, I'm going to go get my lunch, and then we'll get this party started. So, we are finishing up our hashtag PCSRA Goes West, and we're getting ready for 150 laps of racing here today for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Tomorrow will be 50 laps each for the division races for Monster Energy, because they just finished up their happy hour session, and now they're already showering and getting ready to watch. They already showered and they're getting ready to watch this race. Unless you're Ari Springer, she will shower after this race is done. John Wesley Allen starts on the pole position. Here's the points, by the way, all the way down, before I forget. John Wesley Allen, well, his season's off to a crappy of a start. 29th in the points is where the 83. First pole of the season for Red Bull in this season. Alongside of him is Victor Gonzalez. Victor Gonzalez came into this race. Where is Victor? Victor is 25th in the point standings. Sierra Harris in row number 2. Sierra Harris, I'm trying to find her in points, and I can't find her in points for some reason. Oh, there she is. She is 36 in the points. She's one of the drivers into danger of losing her charter. And Lulu Champagne alongside of her, she is 11th in the point standings. We're going to show you the rest of the starting grid right now. Max Lipson in a new scheme this week. Lucky Prescott, who raced her way into the race via the non-charter. Shut up, phone. I'm trying to talk, but they're like, no, we don't want to let you talk. It's because of stupid Steven's friend. But anyway, Lucky Prescott, if you can ignore the phone there. Lucky Prescott raced her way in via the non-charter, and we'll discuss about what's going to happen to her in regards to the car we're coming up to. JJ Park in a new scheme. Here's the driver I'm talking about. If you weren't with us last week at Phoenix, and I also will explain about this driver in just a second. If you weren't with us last week at Phoenix, there was an incident between Emma Tutu and Marco Diaz, who's not in this field. Emma Tutu wrecked intentionally the 78 while trying to pass, even though, because the back straightaway is so narrow at Phoenix. Emma Tutu wrecked the 78, destroyed the right front fender, and costed Marco Diaz a very good result. The officials were not too happy with Emma Tutu. She was called to the big black and yellow truck. However, post-race, she refused to go to the big black and yellow truck. She left the track intentionally, and it pissed the officials off, and Emma Tutu was ejected from her ride because of her naughty behavior. In addition, she was also arrested for assault on Marco Diaz, which Marco Diaz got a 1-race suspension out of that. So Nathan Orman, who originally failed to qualify for this race, is taking over the driving duties for this race. Lucky Prescott will be in the 52 for the rest of the season, starting at Martinsville. So it's a 1-race deal for that 52 machine. There's April Winters. She's had a rough start to the year. Stephanie Driscoll in the new paint scheme, by the way. Alicia Marquez, who raced her way in via the non-charter race. Mia Watts in her new paint scheme. Same with her teammate Luke Peters. Jake Putnam in the Hunt Brothers colors. You just saw Amanda Wallace in her new car. There's, Scarlett Nelson back in the DuPont color. Christian Cafera and Acura making their debut. Christian Cafera, also another driver who raced his way in via the non-charter races. Kaylee Rankin in her new scheme. Same with Chloe Carmichael. Sean Art back in the Daniel Hemrick Poppy Bank car this week. Lainey Fredericks in a new paint scheme. Same with the points leader, Wyatt Garcia. Paul Michaels and Diana Lawson round up your grid. All right, let's get this field ready to go before the phone starts pissing me off. Hi, Toby, by the way.
Hey.
I kind of figured you were coming. Oh, this is my voter's ID card.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to keep that.
And
I need to keep that.
That's two.
Okay, this one you can get rid of.
Toss.
This one I need to keep. I need to keep this one. So I got my. So they gave me my new voter's ID registration. That's good.
Vote.
That's what I needed.
June 28th. Republican primary.
Oh, just to let you all know, I'm sorry if I'm tired because I did the non-charter races about what 11 something hours ago.
I didn't go to the flea market. I don't like doing.
I just made me some cheese. I just got tortillas and threw some cheese on it just because I'm
There's
weird.
noodles over if you wanted it.
There's what?
Noodles.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Nice. 150 laps, 300 miles. And what do I call Auto Club? A fuel mileage race. So here we go. The Production Alliance Group, race number 5 of the Buffalo Wild Wings series is green. Let's go racing. I'm going to crank up my laptop. Sorry if the car sounds were so low. Because it's daytime and I can go ahead and crank it up, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't like 4 wide. You know why? Because every time I do a race at Auto Club, drivers go 4 wide. Oh, I forgot to mention Ivory Walker's in her Best Buy colors this week. I forgot to mention that. Oh, no, 4 wide here. I'll go over the points in just a second. Yikes. Boy, let's be nice to Lucky Prescott, the rookie. Good grief, y'all. And we got away with it as John Wesley Allen is the leads the first lap. Wyatt Garcia is the points leader by 17 points over last week's winner, Max Lipson, which I failed to mention in the pre-race. But Max comes in this race second in points, 17 points back. 61 back is Annie Winters. She is third in the point standings. Fourth is Ari Springer, who is 70 points back. 76 points back is Xavier Alsop. He's fifth. Then the rest of the top 10 are Darby King, Stephanie Driscoll, Paul Michaels, Bella Santiago, and Luke Peters. So Emma Tutu, who was 12th in the point standings, well, she's going to continue to free fall through the point standings after her, well, let's say not complying with the officials' order. There's Christian Gaffera. We mentioned it. Oh, no, he's in the wall. I was going to praise him, say, I'm glad he got that car in the field, but now he's crashed out and Scarlett Nelson's blown up, and no doubt the yellow is out. I was just about to say what a job Christian Gaffera did to get Acura into this race, and Acura making their debut, and unfortunately it's going to end 3 laps into this race. Now let's make sure we don't run into each other, gang.
I think it also needs it all.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to see what... Okay, guys. Let's make sure we slow down and not do like we did at Phoenix. Yellow's out. Slow down. Looks like they are slowing... Oh, Greta, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. Do not cause a wreck under the yellow. You know better than that. There we go. They were 4 wide under yellow, and I'm like, no, you better not cause a damn yellow, or the officials are going to do something bad. All right. I was going to say Christian Cafera did a good job. Looks like he overdrove the corner, which we've seen that all weekend, where if you overdrove the corner going into turn 1, you're going to get tight. Scarlett Nelson, nowhere to go. And hard hit for the Panera Bread Acura and the DuPont Chevrolet. So Christian Cafera's day is done in that regard. Scarlett Nelson, on the flip side, this was not what she needed because she came in this race 35th in the points. She could have not afforded a bad run, and not only that, she is going to be in the danger zone of possibly losing her charter for next season if she doesn't get it together. Boy, talk about disappointing Ormy there.
Mm-hmm.
And she was only a good 10 points ahead of 36 in the standings. That was Sierra Harris. Or actually, wait a minute. Actually, she did come in this race in the danger zone. Never mind. But she could not afford another dismal result. And a DNF in 41st is not good. There's somebody that didn't take the start. Oh, that's Kaylee Rankin. She did not take the start for some reason. So something must have happened to Kaylee on the oops, that's not the right car number. And she's out of the race before it even began. So we only had 41 cars. Let's see. Oh, she blew up coming to the green. Oh. So this is what happened to Kaylee. So it looks like a mechanical failure. She could not get she did not cross the line. Right there. And Kaylee Rankin, who came into this race, if I find her in the standings, Kaylee Rankin came in this race 21st in the points. Well, she's out of the race before it even began. So what a tough break for Kaylee Rankin. So we have 2 drivers out of the race due to a crash, and Kaylee Rankin did not take the start due to an engine failure, and she tried her best getting it back to pit road, but unfortunately her day is done before it even began. Drivers out from that incident, Scarlett Nelson and Christian Cafera, and as I said, the 31 blew up coming to the green and never took the green flag. So big disappointment for Q-Man and for Kaylee Rankin. Their day is already done before it even began. We're back to green here at Auto Club. Nice motivational belch. Your excuse. So, I'll say this. I gotta keep this. If you know what I mean, Toby.
Yeah.
So that's the good news I've gotten today. I got my, as I'm recording this, I just got my my voter's ID card that I needed. Oh, Sierra Harris came on just left pit road. So Sierra Harris had an unscheduled stop for some reason. Oh, we got a big crash. That's Sean Art, and somebody's upside down. That's Victor Gonzalez, and that's a yellow flag. That's a bad break for Sierra Harris because she got trapped a lap down due to what was wrong with the 81 machine. Now we're under caution for the second time. First, we got to figure out what happened to the 81. A lot of damage to the Poppy Bank Toyota. Hang on, I got to figure out. Looks like she came to pit road. First, we got to figure out what happened to Sierra Harris. Okay, so this was coming to the restart. Okay, I see. So she had a problem coming to the restart. Okay. I think Toby's working on that puzzle is what he's doing.
I'm sitting here thinking.
Oh, tire went down.
Not good.
Yeah. Fortunately for Sierra, she only went a lap down. But now let's see what happened here to... It was Sean Art and Victor Gonzalez. Okay, here they are. So let's see what happens to these two. Same thing we saw in the first yellow. Wow, I can't believe they did not collect Chloe Carmichael in the 2 in that Wheeling Chevrolet. And just up in the wall, both of them go, and upside down goes the Swan Home Service Chevrolet. And Sean Art, who had a couple of dismal races lately, all the way down to 26 in the points. Victor Gonzalez, 25th. Neither of them did not need this. And both are out of the race. Or Sean has already taken his car back behind the wall. Looks like John Wesley Allen got the lead. And I am correct. That is our pole sitter. And Sierra Harris, who made that unscheduled stop, already a lap down. And I was correct. Sean Art and Victor Gonzalez out of the race. And before Cody says something about running over Sean, let me remind you, Victor Gonzalez was the one who got tight on Sean, so keep that in mind. So, 4 drivers out of the race due to crashes, and of course, Kaylee Rankin never took the start because she blew up. She will be credited with 40 seconds. So, yeah. That's actually the first time ever I've had a driver go out of the race due to a mechanical failure, never took the start. So, for any of my series, whether it was Oreo last year or this series or Monster or Trucks, whatever the case. I heard scraping. Caution's out. Oh, we got another crash. That's Hugo and April Winters. That was not what April Winters wanted. Because April Winters was dead last in the points of the drivers who are about to lose their charters. Oh my goodness. Yellow out again. April Winters has had an absolute nightmare of a start to her season. Oh boy, sorry about that.
That's okay.
What a nightmare of a start April Winters is having this season. Oh, 66 was the one who got up into the 55, so that's male abuse, and April Winters, wrong place, wrong time. This has not been a good season for April Winters. 39th in the points. She is dead last of the drivers who have a charter, so she could not ill afford another DNF.
What's I mean anyway?
What?
What you said?
DNF?
Yeah.
Well, considering that she has a charter this season and she's dead last in points of the drivers who have a charter, she could not ill afford any more DNFs. In other words, as we are going to have pit stops here. In other words, she cannot ill afford a bad finish. And this is not doing her chances of trying to get a win and trying to get in the top 30 in points any favors.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Harris stayed out, but that's because she's not lapped down. This is good for Sierra Harris because with more drivers dropping out of the race like flies, she is just passing people left and right in the standings. So the thing is, Sierra Harris is up to speed because, like I said, what put her a lap down was a tire she had go down, and they have already fixed that tire in the process. Wait, where's the 81? Oh, 81's still got a problem. So I guess more problems for Sierra Harris. And she's still on pit road. Jared Underhill's going to lead. John Wesley Allen, the 22, that is Amanda Wallace, Emily Elizabeth, and the 84 of Samantha Greenville. We're back to green. Jared Allen came in this race 32nd in the points. Last week was in the danger zone. This week is safe from being in the danger zone. And with those 5 points that he has led, that's really helping him try to stay away from not only the danger zone, but trying to get into the top 30 in the point standings. Because remember, in this series and truck series, you cannot be in the danger zone of losing your charter to the top 5 or so, whatever, in trucks, and ditto for the Buffalo Wild Wings series, as far as dropping down is concerned. Because remember, the top 10 in the point standings at the end of the season for Buffalo Wild Wings, they move up to the Monster Energy Series. Now, here's the only exception to that rule. If a Buffalo Wild Wings Series driver has a ride in Monster Energy Series, let me throw a few examples here. Ari Springer already has a Monster Energy Series ride with Lincoln. Darby King has a ride with Nathan Orman. Let's see here. This would be good news for Lulu Champagne to go back full-time in the Monster Energy Series, because she's running part-time in that series, and that her number 47 Stouffer Chevrolet for JTG Daughtery Racing. So this could open up the way for drivers that do not have a ride in that series.
I'm waiting for the fly. There's a fly flying around. She's in the tail.
I know. As of this recording, I want to just say this. I was busy as hell yesterday, is why I'm tired.
Sorry, not to meet you.
I don't even want to. I'm not going to say a reply to that. Thank you very much. Even though I'm going to get busted by Sean when this video goes up. Anyway. So as I was saying, with because let me tell you who are the top 10 as of right now. Of course, the top 10 in points I just went through. Those drivers are as of right now in those spots. Now, here's a couple of things you need to remember. Ari Springer has a ride in Monster. Darby King has a ride in Monster. So that would be 2 spots that would be freed up, because they would still be up in the Monster Energy Series either way. The drivers who... Speaking of Bella, she almost got wrecked by Heather Galloway. Remember Galloway's running part-time in Monster. There's Bridget Thomas, as we're going to go back to the leader. And guess who's leading? The points leader, Wyatt Garcia. And now there's 5 points for Wyatt Garcia, and the driver who was trying to run him down for the points lead, that was not what he wanted. That's Max Lipson. But back to the discussion. So the top 10 as of right now, like I said, have those spots to go up to Monster Energy. The catch is because Ari Springer, Darby King have rides, and I might want to include I don't recall if Paul Michaels has a ride in Monster. I will have to check. I don't think he does. I'm doing the race. After the race, then yes. Sorry, my producer was asking me a question. Back to what I was trying to say. So, with the fact that Springer and King have rides for the Monster Energy Series, which they will take part tomorrow, the next drivers that would be in those spots are Lulu Champagne, and since Emma Tutu was ejected from her ride, Heather Galloway has the final transfer spot as far as moving up to the Monster Energy Series is concerned. But here's the thing, she's running a part-time schedule over there. And Heather Galloway will probably not run for Rookie of the Year, as the yellow is out for the 4th time today, because of the fact Heather Galloway will take part in more than 7 Monster Energy Series races. Ari Springer, I just got done talking about Ari Springer. Darby King, I just talked about those 2 drivers right there. That's 4th and 6th in points. And they had to come in together. A lot of damage to their respective machines. And it looks like 41 just got tight and just slid up into the 0 and took both drivers in the wall. And I just got done talking about these 2 drivers because they're going to be racing in the Monster Energy Series race tomorrow. So that's 2 drivers running well in points. Boy, they're not going to have a good finish today. They got a lot of damage to repair on those machines. We're going to go to the pace car. Let me get an update on the 81, and she has taken her car back behind the wall. So it looked like looked like a mechanical problem, and it turned out to be terminal. So a bad day got worse for Sierra Harris. A tough break for her. She is the 2nd driver to drop out of the race due to a mechanical failure. Boy, we're losing race cars left and right. Yep, she's out of the race. We're down to 34 cars. Oh, one more thing. We're not even at the 1/3 mark of this race. So that's the only driver who's out of the race, and that was Sierra Harris. Kaylee Rankin just out of the dressing room. Did not even get the chance to take the start. So big disappointment for Kaylee. Big disappointment for Q-Man. Q-Man failed to qualify again. Your excuse. Nice motivational belch. So tough break for those drivers. Q-Man will try again next week at Martinsville. John Wesley Allen currently the leader. Wyatt Garcia, the points leader, in 2nd. Bridget Thomas in 3rd. By the way, this is good news for Bridget Thomas, because if drivers ahead of her that are running well in points not having a good run, there's Paul Michaels there having a good run. then this could really shake up the points and shake up who could make it. Oh, JJ Park's got no front end on his, God, I'm going to have a problem pronouncing this sponsor. On his Junior Motorsports Chevrolet, I'll just say that. So apparently he ran the back of somebody, and I didn't see it, and I do apologize if I didn't see it. Or we might see it right here. Okay, so he must have ran in the back of, oh, he probably ran in the back of the 42. Is that correct? He ran in the back of somebody. I don't know who he ran in the back of, but that's a tough break for that 7. And Park, who had a DNF last week, dropped all the way to 27th in the points. That's not good. Let's see where second at. Oh, that was close between Diana Lawson and Luke Peters, but they keep it together. Max Lipson came as race second in the points. He's all the way back here in 29th. Last week's winner. Well, good news for Max. He can ill afford a bad finish, but not the way he wanted. Because remember, he's trying to run down Wyatt Garcia for the points lead. May I also remind you, Wyatt Garcia is also the rookie points leader. Oh, no, they're 4 wide. Okay, 2 car got out of that situation. There we go. After we cross the line, oh, we got a big crash in the back. Oh, this is the big one at Auto Club. Oh, no. Bella Santiago, Ivory Walker. Who's on the smoke screen? That's Samantha Greenville. Darby King got more damage. Heather Galloway, Lulu Champagne, Makoto Tanaka, Bridget Thomas, who was in second at the time, and the yellow flag is out again. A big wreck on the back straightaway. Greenville's day is done. Bella Santiago, a lot of damage to that Wells Fargo Dodge, excuse me. No, I almost derped. There's Bridget Thomas. A lot of damage to the Coors Light Dodge. I almost said Ford, but I corrected myself. Lulu Champagne, heavy damage to that big red Dodge, and she's going to continue. See what happened here. What started this? My hand's getting a little numb, but I'm going to be all right. All right, let's see what started this little mess. The first car oh, the points leader was in it. I didn't see this. I did not see this. The points leader was involved. And that's male abuse. So Wyatt Garcia, the points leader who was third at the time, was involved, and oh, Annie Winters barely got through it. There's Makoto Tanaka, Bella Santiago, Heather Galloway, Samantha Greenville. Oh, Diana Lawson just jacked the Best Buy Chevrolet. And then, oh, JJ Park got more damage. He was the one who ran in, or no, was that Darby King or was that JJ Park? I couldn't tell. Let's go on board the 0. Somebody hit the, well, there's a lot of smoke. Yep, that was the 0. Might have caused some suspension damage on that car and probably drop her out of the race. Boy. Auto Club really playing its part into shaking up the points. So we might be in a point shakeup as Jared Underhill, I believe, has taken the race lead. We're going to go ahead and get you ready for the restart. It's like Chloe Carmichael staying on the lead lap. Good for her. Lights are out. Yep, I have confirmed it. Jared Underhill's the leader. Second is Alicia Marquez, who raced her way in via the non-charter race. And And I believe this is her first start of the year for Alicia. Emily Elizabeth third, fourth Lainey Fredrickson, a well-needed run for my girlfriend. John Wesley Allen fifth, Andy Winters, Carla Sanat, Xavier Allstop, Nathan Orman, and Mia Watts. Your top 10. Good run for Ormy in his first start of the season. Drivers out after that incident, and there's a bunch of them. Lulu Champagnes were back to green. Ivory Walker, Wyatt Garcia, the points leader, will finish in 31st. Also out, Makoto Tanaka, Samantha Greenville, and the 58 of Diana Lawson. They joined Sierra Harris, April Winters, Justin Hugo, Victor Gonzalez, Sean Art, Scarlett Nelson, Christian Cafera, and the 31 of Kaylee Rankin, who have already been in the garage here for quite some time. Or in the 31's case, who's been in the garage the entire race. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to get my phone on the charger, because in case my battery starts running low. Chloe Carmichael and Darby King have continued, same with Bridget Thomas. Boy, we're about to have a point shakeup heading into next week at Martinsville. There's Lucky Prescott. Oh, Carnival. That's Carla Sanat, and that's the 17. Caution's out again. Darby King's on pit road. Apparently had a tire rub. We're getting a report from pit lane. John Wesley Allen will lead us to the yellow. Another case of drivers not giving each other enough room. That's also male abuse for the 32. Because this track is hot and slick, and these cars are just slip-sliding around. A lot of people are asking me, why are these drivers having troubles, with Auto Club, with this being a 2-mile racetrack? Well, on a hot and slick track, you're trying to get your car handling good. Because sometimes in nighttime conditions, as Darby King has left pit road, in nighttime conditions, you're trying to, your car could be free and then get tight. Your cars would then start getting tight in sunshine conditions, and you have to free it up a bit. But you don't want to be way too tight or you over adjust. Nathan Orman led 5 points. As we have a car down there at the apron, and I'm not sure who it is. Oh, that's Monica Towns, who is now blown up. Oh, Monica Towns, who had a good run last week, a well-needed run, went back to her blowing up left and right. And she came in at critical 30th in the standings. So that's a break for her, as we're going to go back to green. Now give Darby King another free spot. Camshaft is what blew on that 13 machine, so Monica Towns' day is done, as we'll be coming up to almost 100 miles in the race. Jake Putnam trying to get around the DLP Chevrolet. Of course, as I said, Nathan Orman, the reason he's in that ride and not going home or going to the Monster Energy Series garage is because of, Emma Tutu getting ejected from that ride for, not complying with the officials' rules and, possibly getting ready to have criminal charges charged against her for not complying with the orders. She's got a lot of charges, and of course she's in jail, and she's not gonna have a bond. Up, and there we go. We're wrecking again. 22. Lucky Prescott got collected. Oh, that's a shame. Lucky was having a solid day. Amanda Wallace is torn up. Yellow flag one more time. I don't know how Jesse R didn't get collected in this. Oh, good grief. We're now 100 miles in the race, and this is becoming a repeat of last week. Except drivers are not hitting each other. A lot of damage to Ormy. Let's see. Did the 22 decide to dive bomb this? Ooh, I don't know if Ormy came down, but the 52 came up, so that was kind of hard to tell. Whatever the case, that's a tough break for all three of them. Laney Fredrickson just gets sideswipes the DLP Chevrolet. Laney could not do anything. She was trying to save her car. But Nathan Orman, former champion in the Monster Energy Series. Amanda Wallace, who came in this race not running well in points. That would be, if I find her. Shit. Oh, she was 22nd in points. And then Lucky Prescott was having a good debut until she got taken out through no fault of her own. So, tough break for those three. But Lucky will be in that 96 starting next week at Martinsville. So, even if Lucky has a bad finish, she's got still a full season to go. And she'll have that playoff waiver, so that will be good. Of course, Lucky Prescott living in Miradero. She'll also attempt the Truck Series race next week at Martinsville, which brings us to our Wendy's race menu. We will wrap up this race weekend as we're back to green. Jared might have spun the tires a little bit, and Annie Winters and Heather Galloway not doing their part, passing on the outside. Nobody out of the race other than the 13 who blew a camshaft. So as I look at our race calendar, tomorrow we wrap up our race weekend here at Auto Club with the Monster Energy Series drivers for their division races at Auto Club. The next week, all three series are back in action. The Truck Series are back for the first time since Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, because this is their last off week for trucks. So they'll have their fourth non-charter race of the season, and we have a lot of new drivers that will be in that race. We'll also have the debut of Annie Crenshaw, Maddie Crenshaw's younger sister, who finally turned 18 years old. And Annie Crenshaw is going to attend Purdue University, so there you go. As Carla Sinat's coming to pit road. Carla Sinat, you can consider herself as the oldest, like Zachary Fitzwater. There's Ormy. Looks like he's gotten the damage repaired. He's still in the lead lap. Same with Lucky Prescott. This is still a good run for Lucky, despite she has some damage to her Jimmy Mean Chevrolet. And the other thing is, she's doing it with no sponsorship. So Truck Series will have their non-charter race and their main event. And while Buffalo Wild Wings Series, these drivers will have their sixth race of the season at Martinsville, along with the Monster Energy Series at the new and updated Martinsville. Not the one that causes a glitch to where drivers get screwed over and all that, yada, yada, yada. Stephanie Driscoll in 4th. Top 5 is completed by Emily Elizabeth. Laney in 6th. Jesse 7th. Annie Winters, Heather Galloway, and Paul Michaels. That's your top 10 right now. We've not had a long green flag run today. Those in the Monster Energy Series competitors, they have already, with the exception of a few drivers, they've already left the track to go to the, they've left the track to go either back to the hotel room and get ready to plan out dinner and all that. So 83 currently our leader. He's going to take it on board the 83. Sorry, the deal's too loud. 50 would be better. $25 on the lead lap, 27 in the race, and everybody else is out of the race. Having a Mountain Dew Code Red, which by the way used to be a series sponsor for Truck Dumb's Truck Series. Excuse me. Pull up my calendar here. So, as I said, next week is Martinsville for all 3 series, and they'll also hit Darlington. This is the only trip to California for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. For the Monster Energy Series drivers, you're excused, Toby, will be their first of 2 trips because they will head to Sonoma in a couple of weeks. John Wesley Allen currently still our race leader. He's going to be catching some back markers. That's Amanda Wallace and Bridget Thomas. Mia Watson, second place. Came in this race 15th in points, and with drivers ahead of her in points had troubles today, this is a well-needed run. Carly came in this race 18th in the points, Hugo 19th. A lot of drivers struggling in points. John Wesley Allen getting held up. That's going to allow Mia Watson group to catch right up to the back of the Red Bull Toyota. Mia Watson's going to get around the 22 and try to slingshot around the 40. Of course, aerodynamics mean a lot here. Buffalo Wild Wings will not have an off week until after the Darlington weekend, which they will be off because we'll have race number 3 for the AutoZone Amateur Series. They'll be with the Monster Energy Series at none other than Sonoma Raceway. Jared Underhill passing Jake Putnam, the rookie. There's Max Lipson in 5th. Max, by the way, he was 2nd in points, and now with Wyatt Garcia out of the race, Max Lipson's trying to take the points lead heading into next week. Of course, we have not had a points leader change in the Buffalo Wild Wings series so far because Wyatt Garcia, ever since his win at Ricky, has been a lot consistent, if you ask me. Okay. Probably you're looking for something to eat. Nice motivational tutor. I'm not even going to say it. But anyway. Still. Okay, Mario, quit trying to drink bleach next to me in the booth. Yeah. Everybody's like, excuse me, Danny, when did Mario start drinking bleach? Okay, why are you hitting me in the head?
I don't feel like it.
Oh.
Or I can do that.
Okay.
I'm just
You're damn lucky What's-Her-Face is not here.
Who's that?
You know who I'm talking about.
Michelle?
No, not Michelle. The other woman that I had problems with last week.
Sick?
Yeah, her. Glad she didn't see that. Or tequila. Anyway, John Wesley Allen currently the leader. We're approaching the midway point of this race. Mia Watson 2nd, Jake Putnam 3rd. Stephanie Driscoll and Lainey Fredrickson battling for 4th. Well-needed run for Fredrickson. Jared Underhill 6th, 7th Annie Winters, 8th is Max Lipson, 9th is Alicia Marquez, 10th is going to be Maria Nowicki with Jesse Art, in 12th and 11th is Emily Elizabeth. So we're going to see how this race is going to evolve as we get into the later stages of this race. Of course, we're now in our longest green flag run here today. Oh, the election board's in El Reno. Oh, great.
Not good.
No, I'm guessing they just made that just to get me a replacement.
Yeah.
Fine by me. Don't hurt yourself.
Did you get him?
No. I couldn't figure it out, so.
Try on your phone when you're done with the race.
Yes. Which we're about to be at the halfway mark of this race.
That's good. I'm gonna talk real quick. It's just sitting on the table.
Please don't be salty with that. I know that was a crummy joke by the time you're watching this, but I don't care. Anyway.
How are you thinking about going to Texas next year for the NASCAR?
Well, we still have to. I may end up going this October if I can get my car situated. Who knows? I could meet Eric out of the groove. How about that?
Might go with you.
Yeah, if I can get the tickets and all that.
How much would it?
I gotta. I wonder if tickets are going to be $10 because it's Eric Almirola's final race at Texas this year. As I'm recording this. By the time you're watching this, it's already happened.
Now, would I have to pay you back, or it could be on you?
It could be on me, but like I said, I would have to get the money to do that.
And I wouldn't have to worry about paying you back?
You don't have to worry about that because we'll have to get a hotel room and all that, yada, yada, yada. Jesse, Art's on pit road. This must be unscheduled because we are not into a green flag run. Looks like she's back out, so whatever the problem was, it's not terminal. Jesse was 20th in points entering today. Jesse is in the grass doing some landscaping. Not sure why, but okay. John Wesley Allen lapping Nathan Orman and his teammate in tomorrow's Monster Energy Series. That would be the 0 of Darby King. All Darby King is doing in this series is just trying to get some seat time because, like I said, she's in tomorrow's Monster Energy Series race with her team owner, Nathan Orman. That's all she's doing in the Monster Energy Series is the blah, blah, blah is starting to be stupid. So just a little disclaimer, this time next week, I'm going to be freaking exhausted. Did you go it down the wrong throat? Apologize about that. Somebody probably tried to eat it down the wrong way, and that was not going to end in excitement. Better if you took a drink, which you did.
I put my lip.
Oh, that's what you did. Good. That's awful.
Not funny, is it?
Yeah. I remember, I think it was on one of Elijah's episodes, and I don't know if Elijah's going to put it up or not, but Elijah was eating, I think it was hot dogs at the time, and he bit his lip, and it was bleeding, so it was like, yay, congratulations. You did it on your live show, and that's not even funny.
It hurts.
Yeah. So as I was going to say before that happened, next week, as of this recording, I'm going to be, my girlfriend wants to join us. If they want to join us for next weekend's fun, but as of this recording, great. Because they would have to show up to the house at 6. Which means they would have to get an early wake-up call. If you know what I mean. Because next week, as Wesley Allen's lapped JJ Park without an issue. Because next week, I have to do this meeting at work, and it's a required meeting. And that's going to be fun.
I'm glad it's on the weekend, not during the week.
It's on a Saturday.
I'm glad.
But the meeting is going to probably be an hour or so, depending how long it's going to be. Because we might have a lot of things to talk about. So, yeah.
I was wondering, Daniel, can I get a turn after the meeting is over with?
We'll see when we cross that bridge. I'd probably rather do an easy puzzle like word deal or whatever. But I can't even figure that puzzle. So anyway. Bridget Thomas and Amanda Wallace about to go another lap down. This is our longest green flag run we've had after a Wreckfest start to this event. How far can these drivers go on fuel? That's a good question. We're down to 18 cars. It's 50 laps. But these cars are on the GNS physics, so they can go a little bit longer on a fuel run. Probably what my game did is probably screwed up the ratings and shit like that, and I'll have to fix it before next week at Martinsville. If you know what I mean. Nathan Orming getting lapped by Jesse. Carla would be the next to go a lap down. So yeah. Got your word.
Is that a lot easier?
Yes. I got you the word rush.
That's good.
Oh, you little...
Stinker.
No, I was going to say something, but you would be offended.
No, probably for
Yeah, and I'd rather not say it on the air, so...
good.
Oh, you already got that word. Rubbish. That was the word I was going to say. And that's the word I just got you. John Wesley Allen came in this race 29th in the points. His average finish is 25th. His average start was 26th coming into this race today. He's another one of those drivers. If he won today, he would be in the playoffs, providing he remains in the top 30 in the points. Oh, that's not even a word. Son of a gun. Oh, you already got that word.
What did I do that for?
Hope your mouth's not bleeding. Carlos Sinat about to go a lap down. This is going to shake up the points so far. There's Annie Winters, 9th. She came as race 3rd in the points. So 2nd and 3rd right there in points. That's 9th and 10th for Annie Winters and Max Lipson. Of course, Max Lipson's been the victory lane this season. And of course, with Garcia leading a lap, I don't know if Max Lipson has led a lap today. If he has, that's great. If he hasn't, it was 23 points, but Max Lipson, as things stand, he would probably take the points lead heading into next week at Martinsville. Who loves Martinsville anyway? Emily Elizabeth's on pit road. This must be green flag pit stops. That's something we haven't had all day. Ooh, Nathan Orman nearly cut off Greta Wagner. That was really dangerous. Ormy needs to go run his spotter over for not paying any attention. We're not, however, in our window to make it the rest of the way. Nice motivational belch. course, we're not going out to eat next week as I'm recording this because we're going to Davis. But first, there's still some business that need to be taken care of for me before I'm free to go to Davis. Which is that stupid meeting I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine because everybody in this house is going to be with me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can just...
I try my best.
What I was going to say before Toby said something, I was going to say they can go get breakfast while I'm at the meeting, because the meeting is not going to take that long. Oh, there we go. There's rib. Get it? Because we're going to go get ribs next week in Davis, Oklahoma, which I love going to Davis. Okay, that's not a word. No, that's not a word, that's a bruh.
I'm gonna go with him to the flea market.
I didn't go either. I've been up for a couple hours. I went to bed around 4 this morning while I was Well, that's because I was recording a non-charter race out here. Which, for those of you, if you did not watch the non-charter race for Buffalo Wild Wings I did earlier today, please go back and watch it before you watch this race. Or if you haven't seen any of the races I've done up to this point, my suggestion is you should before you even watch this one. I didn't see Jack last night.
I didn't either. Hey, do you want to go me over to the fish talk? Because they got a sale going on today.
Probably not, because I want to get this done and probably go back to my room after I'm done with this race. Alright.
You see the only thing smelling the feeling of how's it is salt shaker. You know.
Damn it. Trying to do a word. I think some of those drivers that came to pit road, I bet they were unscheduled. Jared Underhill's a lap down. Wonder if that's because this was an unscheduled stop. And remember, we saw this a lot in the first 4 races of this season where pit strategy comes into play. Played a big factor in who made the race and who didn't at Ricky. It's also done the same in our points paying events, but next week it's not going to come into play because of the fact that we're racing a short track at Martinsville.
Do you feel like going to work sometime today?
We'll see.
For more twists and stuff?
No, I may have to get some bedding and all that.
Oh.
Unless I just want to wait until next Sunday to do it.
Next week?
I may just do it next Sunday. before she comes back to the house and does my inspection of my room.
Who's that?
Sandy. I like it. She says, I'm going to be back in 4 days. I'm like, yeah, you're going to be back in 4 days, but it's going to be like 4 months. It's like, stop lying to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a word.
What'd
Shrub.
you
Toby. No wonder I couldn't figure it out.
I've said it for a long time, have I?
No wonder I couldn't figure it out. No wonder I couldn't figure it out. And there's your last word. Brush. Up, pit stops. Jake Putnam's coming to pit road. Mia Watts is going to stay out and lead her 5 points. $50 to go. We're right on that number of trying to make it on fuel. So if Mia Watts pits not this lap but next, she can make it the rest of the way. Like she's stretching that fuel. Driscoll is in second. Well, as soon as I say that, she's coming to pit road. Laney's on pit road now. So we are having pit stops here in the late going of this race. I talked about fuel mileage could come into play, and guess what? Fuel mileage is kind of come into play. It looks like Mia Watts is coming to pit road. Maria Nowicki was thinking about jinxing it, but she's going to follow her teammate Driscoll in. So everybody making green flag pit stops. Now let's see where that 10 is. That would be Max Lipson. He just came out of the pits.
What if I get a pin, you can run down and see if I can get him that way.
What?
I'm going to get a pin on paper so I can run it down what they all have here.
He's going to go right down Dildo. It's like that 83 currently in 4th. This might cycle the lead back up to him, depending where the 16 is. 16's back out on track. Not sure who's going to be the leader after these stops. And yep, looks like the... So Mia Watts didn't lose a lot of time. Jared Underhill's now in second. Damn it, I wanted the 12, not the 11. Thank you. So John Wesley Allen currently the leader. Coming to the end of this race here today. While we're in a green flag run, I'm going to step away for a break, and I will be right back. I got to go get some chips I bought last night.
Hey, his paper. And so, can we talk?
Son of a bitch.
What was that? Daniel, where are you at?
That was my Skittles. That was my Skittles.
Okay, I'll let you trust it.
That's what I just put on the table again.
Okay. What was it? I heard a noise.
That's what Toby heard. What the flip?
Hold on.
Alright, I'm back, y'all. Sorry. It's called we went to a concession stand and got to eat some stuff. Okay, that was why I wanted to take a break, so I can get my candy and shit. So, do one more. As I'm on it. I bought those last night, so it's barbecue.
Okay. I seen a commercial where the guy stick his hand in the bottom of the. Yes, he does. He does.
Don't do like Rick and Morty did.
No, I'm serious. This guy saw a kid like the regular food and stick his hand all the way inside, couldn't get it out.
Bruh. Yeah. Last thing John Wesley Allen does not want to see is a yellow. Oh, we still got plenty of chips in there. I didn't eat all of it last night. And don't worry, Steven, I will charge your phone. It's just when I have time to do it. Yeah. I might just pour that in after I'm done drinking this. I'm gonna wash this out and put some fresh ice and put this sucker in.
All right. Here's a paper. Here's a pencil for the other mini answers.
Oh.
Fine. Right, come on.
Luke Peters about to go a lap down. Can't wait to go Martinsville racing. Of course, Martinsville is best known for its hot dogs and all that. If we end up going to a race at Martinsville, I would like to do it as a family trip. Give me a second. Skittles. There we go. Because the one at Casey's was the king size. It's fine.
It costs a little bit more than one I got last night.
Mm-hmm. But it's fine either way.
Yeah. Okay.
Words using it as meta.
If I'm running them here, I can figure them out easier.
Okay, so you need 4 words. Of course, Monica Towns, as I mentioned, came in this race in that critical 30th in the standings. Jake Putnam 31st.
I think I'm gonna watch kids again. Crusher and come back.
All right, you do that. Just hope you don't get caught by tequila coming back. As Luke Peters is now 1 lap down. Alicia Marquez has taken her car behind the wall, broken gearbox on that machine, so it's up brake for her. Michaels has gone a lap down. After this race is over, we will show you your point standings heading into next week. When this race is over. I'll recap the race.
Do you want anything from the store?
I'm good for right now.
Did you figure out the glass sensors?
No, I'll figure it out after the race is over.
Okay.
Let's do this. So, we'll recap the race. And we'll give you my thoughts on it, give you final thoughts on this race here for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, and a preview of tomorrow's Monster Energy race here at Auto Club. Will now be 25, or not 25, will be 5 races into the season. So, yeah. Derby King gonna go lap down. The good news is for Wyatt Garcia, who's now out of the race, is that the gal who was trying to run him down for the points lead is not going to be in the battle. I believe Wyatt Garcia is going to keep the Rookie of the Year points lead heading into next week. Let's see, Putnam. Jake Putnam. Let me see how many did No, Putnam's only got one, so Jake Putnam's not going to move up in the Rookie of the Year standings. Luke Peters on pit road. Must be an unscheduled stop. Unless he's thinking this is the final stop of the race for these drivers. We'll see. Luke Peters still on pit road, so it looks like more than a pit stop. Looks like a mechanical problem or something on that 11. They got the hood up. And the 11's out of the race with a valve problem. Top break for Luke Peters. So Luke Peters' day is done. Came in this race 10th in the points, so Boy, a lot of drivers running well in points are going to take a hit. So we're going to be in for a point shakeup heading into next week, and looks like possibly Annie Winters is going to cut some points gap, going to cut down the deficit to second in points Max Lipson, because she was only 44 points back of Max Lipson entering today. So Annie Winters will stay in the top 10 of the points. She will cut that points gap on Max Lipson. And Max Lipson more than likely will take the points lead heading into next week. Unless Max Lipson has a problem, then it could be Annie Winters who could possibly take the points lead heading into next week. 66 on pit road. This must be their final stops. There's Max, who's got a little hood buckle on his Chevrolet. Jesse Art about to go another lap down. These drivers are in their window to make it the rest of the way. Excuse me. 31 team is already left the 31 team already left the track. They're already on the road. They've already packed up their stuff. That Kaylee Rankin and that Kaylee Rankin has already made it home. Or she's already on the way home. So nobody's going to have a upper hand. Let me see. If I look at the rookie of the year, or let me do this. Let me look. Mia Watts. No, I think, from what I'm seeing, I think Wyatt Garcia is going to keep the rookie of the year points lead heading into next week. I don't know if he's going to keep the points lead, though. Pit stops. This was our final stops of the day. And Mia Watts will more than likely stay out. All the drivers that have been involved have already been released from the medical center, so that's good. April Winters on the pit box of the 98. It has not been a good start to the year for that for that 06 team. Now, how far can the 16 stretch this fuel? Because she is the leader. Still a good points day for Mia. Mia came in this race 15th on the points, and with drivers ahead of her in points, that have had troubles today. This might put Mia Watts in the top 10 in the points leaving today. Maria Nowicki is in second. There she is. We get a yellow here. This could work in Mia Watts' favor. Did she save enough fuel under that seat? Let's see what Mia Watts can do. As we're coming down to the end of this race. And Mia Watts, another one of those drivers, if she won today, she would be in the playoffs. I believe she would be one of the, as I'm going to look here at the, I also forgot to mention this right now. Ivory Walker might have just dropped out of the top 30 in the points with that DNF. Because she was inside, because Garcia and Lipson, Nowicki and Walker came in this race inside the top 30 in points, meaning their wins would count towards a spot into the playoffs. Well, with Garcia out of the race, which will not affect him in points because he's so far high enough, he has a huge gap to 30th in the standings. Ivory Walker finished out of the race in 30th, so she might have just kissed her chances of staying in the top 30 in points goodbye, and that would mean her win may not count towards a spot into the playoffs. Excuse me. The good news for her is that the driver who was 30th in the standings, let's see. Let me pull out my calculator real quickly as Toby's back from Casey's.
Did you figure them out?
No, I couldn't.
Okay.
Let's see here. 351. And it was 406 minus 351. She was 55 points ahead of 30th in the standings. That was Ivory Walker. And she finished 30th. Towns finished... Where did Towns finish? 28th. She might still be in the top 30 in the point standings. Because we're inside of 10 to go. Looks like the 83 just got back on the lead lap. Or are we under yellow? Are we under yellow? We are under yellow. Oh boy. That gamble the 16 team did for staying out worked. Because now the 16 and 9 can pit and they have a chance to win this race. Well, what's the yellow for? Because I don't see anybody on pit road unless we're being told it's a debris caution. Let's see.
Okay, sit for one.
Hang on a second. Trying to figure out what the yellow is for with 9 laps of racing to go. We will get back to green. And we are getting a report. It was debris on the back straightaway, we're getting told. So now the 16 and the 9 can pit under the yellow flag. You said 12s?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like you won.
You never know, I might.
I don't think you won. Now the 16 and 9, what they can hope for is, since we have less than 10 to go, they can start saving fuel under pacing, and they can squeak it out and make it the rest of the way without having to pit. But remember, the 83 came for tires, so there you go. Green flag. With 5 to go.
Still going.
Now, where's that 83? '83 is just passing people. He might run out of time before it's all said and done. There's a 9 going high, but the 16 is going to be gone. 4 to go this time. Comes Jared, but he's not for position. Jared is trying to get his lap back. Now it's down to 2 seconds. There's John Wesley Allen. Remember, he's on fresh tires, 3 to go. And he gets the lead. John Wesley Allen has passed the 16. I think 16's got fuel problems. But Allen's trying to find a way to get through. Oh, he got pushed up. That's not good. But some drivers are going to be dropping like flies. 2 laps of racing to go. Mia tried her best, but that didn't help. Now is Mia going to run out of gas before this is all said and done? White flag, 1 more lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. John Wesley Allen led the most laps today. Oh, Jared's got a problem. Oh no, Jared's gonna crash the field. Jared's got a problem on the last lap. I can't believe they didn't wreck the field. But I don't think it's going to matter because we've already taken the white flag. Here we come through 3 and 4. And John Wesley Allen will win his first career Buffalo Auto Series win, taking the Production Alliance Group 300. And John Wesley Allen, who came in this race 29th in the points, did he lock himself a spot into this season's Buffalo Wild Wings Series chase for the championship? We'll have to see. Standings are official. Jared blew a tire, but they're going to credit him with 9th. That's a tough break for Jared, but at least he got a top 5 out of this day. And that was really close. He almost took out a bunch of cars in that rate, in that deal, but thankfully he didn't. John Wesley Allen wins. Mia Watt's so close, we'll have to settle for 2nd. Still a good run for Mia, 15th in the points, so she'll move up. Maria Nowicki, 3rd, came in this race 16th in points. She'll definitely move herself up inside the top 10 points. They were the only 3 on the lead lap. Driscoll came home in 4th. Driscoll came into this race. I'm trying to find Stephanie Driscoll. She was 7th in points, so she'll stay in the top 10 in the points. Annie Winters will stay in the top 10 in the points with 5th. She might have just gained some points on Max Lipson. She actually gained points on the top 2 in the standings. Max Lipson 6th, Lainey Frederickson 7th, Jake Putnam, Jared Underhill, who blew that tire but still finishes 9th. Paul Michaels completes the top 10. Too much information. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, 25 cars finished the race. Total, as I said, 3 finished on the lead lap, and everybody else finished out of the race. They were Luke Peters, Alicia Marquez, Monica Towns, Lulu Champagne, Ivory Walker, Wyatt Garcia, the points leader, finished 31st. Makoto Tanaka, Samantha Greenville, Diana Lawson, Sierra Harris, April Winters, Justin Hugo, Victor Gonzalez, Sean Art, Scarlett Nelson, Christian Cafera, and Kaylee Rankin, who unfortunately did not take the start. So that's a tough break for those drivers involved, but it's going to be a point shakeup for sure heading into next week. Stay right here, folks. When we come back on the after I put my phone down, we're going to show you your rookie points and your updated points heading into next week's race at Martinsville. As we'll let you guys stay right there. I'll get out of NR real quick and process. We are in for a point shakeup, my friends. 2 drivers been added. Production, Alliance, Group. I spelled group wrong, sorry. Ah, dang it. Group. Need to capitalize the G. 300. 8 cautions, boy. Last one becoming a debris yellow. And I'll update rookie points when I get the chance. Microwave. You want to fix the clock or for the microwave, or do you want me to do it?
Okay.
Alright, let me finish this up real quick. Okay, after getting everything situated and all that, here's a look at the points. And somebody was screaming, that's good, and that was my son, Blue Jenner, who's being a dumb bleep. Anyway, here's the things after everything got shaken up, which, yep, everything got shaken up in the process. So I predicted Wyatt Garcia kept the points lead. So the main points, Max Lipson has taken the points lead. He'll lead over Andy Winters, Stephanie Driscoll, Wyatt Garcia, Mia Watts, Maria Nowicki, Paul Michaels, Xavier also, Ari Springer, Darby King, who completes the top 10. Allen, with his victory, is now 13th in points. Ivory Walker is still in the top 30 in points, but needs to start having some better results. And the 5 drivers in the danger zone leaving Auto Club, entering next week's race at Martinsville: April Winters, Diana Lawson, Makoto Tanaka, Scarlett Nelson, and Sierra Harris. Well, that's going to do it here from Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We've shown you your full finish results. You are now looking at your rookie points and your overall points heading into next week's race, which next week we're heading to the Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. But we still got to cap off our race weekend with the Monster Energy Series drivers from Auto Club Speedway as they have their division races. You'll see that tomorrow. Till then, I've been Daniel signing off, and you have been watching yet another broadcast courtesy of the PCSRA, the best in racing around the world since 2017. So long from Auto Club Speedway, everybody.